I'm sure that my story is very similar to a lot of other lives that have been impacted by Chuck Cawthon. Whenever I first walked into the doors at CMA, I was this angry, depressed, lost individual that honestly was just headed in a bad direction. And through Chuck's love, his compassion, his kindness, and the belief that he had in me, he showed me that my life could be greater than what I thought it could be, and that I was so much greater than I thought that I was. And I'll always be so appreciative of the lessons that I learned from Chuck, not only about being a greater martial artist, but about being a greater human being. And I think that everyone could benefit from being a little bit more like Chuck Cawthon was.
Wherever you are, be there. Anyone who has taken any of your classes, Chuck, pre-K through adult, has heard that mat chat. Wherever you are, be there. Once your grandchildren came along, you use them as your example. If I'm with my grandchildren, that's where I am. I am with them. I'm not thinking about CMA or my fighters or whether or not my car needs to be washed. I am with my grandchildren totally. You use your grandchildren as the example in your mat chat, Chuck, but you're that way with everyone and everything. If you're talking to a parent, you are with that parent. If you're out on a dinner date with Carolina, you are with her. If you're studying a fighter's opponent or teaching a junior karate class, that's where you are, because that's who you are. You've taught me a lot of things over the years, Chuck. How to be a better martial artist, a better teacher, a better parent, a better spouse. Thanks for the mat chat, Mr. Chuck.
Hi Chuck, it's Pam. I'm sending all my love to you and your family. Ever since I met you at your first karate school back in 1996, you have changed my life for the better. Not only did you teach this little girl how to defend herself, you taught me how to have confidence and believe in myself. You believed in me when I did not. You taught me core values and life lessons that I didn't know I needed at the time, but they're playing a factor into my life today, and I know they will for the rest of my life. I am so grateful for you, Chuck. I am so proud to know you. You mean the world to me. I love you and your family so much. CMA for life.
Mr. Chuck provided a welcoming space at CMA for me and my family to bond and learn together. It's rare to find someone with such compassion, such acceptance of others, and such love for what they do. I'm convinced that Chuck's light has touched every person he's ever met. While I haven't been to CMA as often as I did before I went to college, it's always been a joy to still walk in and see Chuck's smiling face. He's always been interested in what's going on in other people's lives. He cares, he encourages you, and he's loved everyone, I think, ever.
You work over here, and it's truly hard to quantify how much of an impact Chuck's had on my life. I've known him since I was 10 years old, and I can truly say he's one of the greatest human beings I ever met. He taught me how to step out of your comfort zone, to try new things, and it's okay to mess up and fail. You just learn from those and move forward and learn from your mistakes. I still consider getting my black belt under Chuck one of the greatest accomplishments of my life, and I love you, Chuck. Always thinking about you, buddy.
Chuck's a special person. He's one of a kind, honestly. I met Chuck when I was 14 years old. I came into CMA. And since that time, not only has he been my coach, but he's been another father figure to me. Just one of those people, for the last 16 years I've known him, he's been one of those people that no matter what it is, if I needed to call him, if I needed to text him about something, if I needed his help with something, he's always gonna be there, always. Not only has he taught me so much in the gym and how to be a better fighter, but he's also taught me so much just in life and how to be a better person, how to be a better man. He's definitely had a huge impact on my life and is definitely a big part of who I am today. So for that, I'm forever thankful. And I know I don't tell him enough, but I love you, Chuck. I really do.
My name is Brandon Chuck Cawthon. Super proud of that middle name, Chuck. And Chuck's impacted my life in several many ways. He's led me down roads that I never thought I'd be able to go. He's shown me things inside myself that I didn't know were possible. But most importantly, he's loved me with a love that is irreplaceable. But it's a love that's going to live inside of me forever. And for that, he'll always be with me. And I can't count the times over the years that I thought to myself, I would not have been able to do this if it weren't for Chuck. On a day-to-day basis, from the way I parent, the way I love my family, the way I work. And I think we're just all so blessed that God has put someone like Chuck in our lives who's loved us the way he has. And I'm just so thankful to be able to call him my uncle, my coach, and my friend. Whenever we used to talk, I'd always tell him I loved him. and he would always say, "No, I love you more, always have, always will." And he really did. I'm just so thankful for him.
Hey, this is Blake Grice at Electric City MMA in Anderson. I've known Chuck for, gosh, it's got to be 20 years. One of the nicest men I've ever met, perhaps the most pure martial artist I've ever met. Generous, kind, tough, smart. Really just the embodiment of what martial arts is. So, Chuck, everybody here in Anderson salutes you for that.
Hey Chuck, got to do a short video here. I could probably go on for 30 minutes plus, and it probably still would be enough. But a few short, quick things. Something I really love about you and having you in my life is that I kind of feel like I have a cheat code by having you in my life. If I have any issues at all, any questions, even if it's martial arts related or not, business related or personal relationships or anything, I could just ask you, and you just somehow always have the right answer. So that's one thing I love about having you in my life. But something I'm thankful for you is the impact that you've had on my life. And I really do think that everything I have in my life that I love, I have because of you and your impact on me. My wife, my kids, my career, friendships, everything you kind of directed for me. So obviously I'm very appreciative of that, and I love you, man.
I don't think I respect anybody as much as I respected Chuck, at least not in my family. That's not even fair even saying that, because Chuck was my family. CMA is my family, and he built that. It's crazy to even think how special he was and how much impact he had in my life, and to realize that that was not a one-off. He touched everybody who came through those doors and changed their life, big or small. He was an impact on the rest of their life. I just hope that throughout his life, he knew how much of an impact he had put on me, and I appreciated every bit of it.
In the end, all of those lessons boil down to those 5 words: wherever you are, be there.